We say Nazdar, which means welcome, and we are so honored and privileged to host this wonderful event here at our hall. My name is Alice Kohl, and I'm really privileged and honored to be the president of Sokol Greater Cleveland. We purchased Bohemian National Hall in 1975. Sokol is a Czech gymnastic, cultural, and educational organization. And this particular hall, Bohemian National Hall, was built in 1897. And we are listed in the National Register of Historic Places. And it was built primarily to host various cultural events in the Czech and Slovak nationalities. We, as Sokol Greater Cleveland, purchased this magnificent hall in 1975. And the thing that's extraordinary about Sokol Greater Cleveland and this particular place, much like many of you, this is a labor of love to our membership. No one in our organization is paid, not the officers, not the workers, not the people that have made this such a wonderful place for us. We did buy this in 1975 for $35,000. We got a pretty good deal, needless to say. And our members at that time, 1975, pitched in and formed a work party, a volunteer work party, and began to refurbish and renovate and restore this magnificent hall. If you take a look up in this corner here, you're going to notice that it's very dark, smudged. That's from the steel mills that used to be functioning here in this neighborhood. And our workers got together and they began the labor of love and started to restore everything by hand, restored all the wall paintings and everything else. And we're very proud. We left that there specifically so that we could demonstrate what it looked like before and after. Our men's work party took 12 years and over 100,000 man-hours, volunteer man-hours, to do the work that they did in restoring this magnificent hall. We host the largest gymnastic classes in the United States of any Sokol organization. And our whole organization is built on family, much like your organizations are built on family as well. We are very passionate about our organization, just as all of you are so passionate. We do the things we do for our nationality and for our culture so that we can preserve our heritage that we're all so very proud of, each and every one of us. In this particular organization, we have extraordinary gymnastic instructors. We have classes with, that bring in about 250 people per week. And our classes begin for tots at age 3, and they go all the way up into the senior level, where we have people in their 90s also attending fitness classes. So it's an education and fitness-based organization, and as I said, it's also based on family, and that's what brings us down here all the time to do the things that we do. This hall, as I said, was built in 1898, and everything in here, including the lighting at the top, was all taken care of. It was put in the late 1800s, and this used to be our gymnasium for a gymnastics program. And as you can imagine, that particular chandelier was originally stationary. And during our volleyball matches, we had a lot of older members who would always become very concerned about our precious chandelier. So our men's work party decided that they were going to put it on a track, so when we had our volleyball tournaments here, we could run it back in over the balcony, and that would help to preserve a lot of lights, although some of them did give their life for the good of the volleyball game. In the year 2000, we built a magnificent 12,000 square foot gymnasium downstairs, and that started the beginning of preserving this particular ballroom. We're proud of those classes. They do a fantastic job working with the youngsters and working with all the way up, as I said, into our senior groups. In 2005, we started to build our museum, which we're extremely proud of. It's located right next to the elevator. And this museum displays a lot of our Czech artifacts, pottery, crystal, garnets is our national stone. And we hope that you've had an opportunity to stop in there and take a look at this museum that we're so very proud of. The marionettes that we have in that museum are over 115 years old, so that gives you an idea of how far back people started donating their different things, treasures, to our museum. The ballroom itself, if you look up into these tin ceiling plates, those were originally installed with the hall in 1897. And if you take a look at it, you might become concerned because you're going to think that you're seeing a swastika. But as it turns out, it's actually an Indian symbol for the four winds and for peace. So, you know, sometimes we have members who get concerned and say, why do you have that up there? And we say, because we do believe in peace. And because that is an Indian symbol. It was very prominent around the time of the turn of the 19th century, and we wanted to leave our hall as it was then. Doing your math, I'm sure you realize that in 1898 there was no Nazi party. So we make sure that we tell people there is no association whatsoever with this. This building was built long before that group came about in Europe. I hope you enjoyed your meal. It was prepared by one of the nice things for me about being a chef is we have extraordinary cooks. And they prepare that meal downstairs in our kitchen. And we're delighted to serve it to you here today. So I really hope that you did enjoy it. And those are homemade Czech dumplings, and the chicken paprikash is also a Czech meal as well, as is our traditional pork dumplings and sauerkraut. If anybody has any questions, I would be glad to answer them. If you haven't had a chance to visit our museum downstairs, I hope you do have a chance to stop in. I'm hoping it'll still be open at the end of this. But we are so honored to have had you here today. And if there's anything that we can ever do to assist the other nationalities, we certainly would love to be in there involved with you, because the preservation of our nationalities is what's going to preserve our traditions and our heritage for each and one of the ethnic organizations that's represented here today. We are so thankful for what we've been given in the past, and we're so honored to preserve and treasure it so that we can pass it on to our future. We wish you the very best and the happiest of holiday seasons, as we say in Czech, Veselý Vánoce a šťastný nový rok, which means Merry Christmas and a very Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you.